So we're going to go through a video that I felt that you're going to learn something about it. You're going to learn something from this video. Many of you know how DOS and their members claim that the insecurity in Southeast is caused by PM Simon Ekpa. One of the reasons why they blackmail him because of insecurity in our land, they said that he's the one holding everybody stand still. That Simon Ekpa boys are the one causing problem here and there. And they ended up conniving with some people that have power to get him out of the way. Today, we still have a lot of insecurity issues, challenges going on in our land, and it's not only peculiar to our land. It happened other places. It's not as if they don't know that he is not, but they choose to do that. They chose to do that because it is just to get him out of the way, to make him irrelevant and destroy everything that he stands for. In an attempt to rubbish Muslim American, because that has been the agenda, that has been the motive. Like I said, today insecurity is going on, still going on in our land. A few days ago, a man called Okurola complained and cried out that a town in Imo State, where he went to assist people or something like that he was kidnapped. And they detained him, and that raised a lot of questions. People begin to ask questions. People begin to wonder, why is it that they kidnap him and release him so easily? We are not here to analyze it, but I saw a post from one of the people who normally criticize PM, saying that Okulora should explain more, that Okulora's submission is suspicious. How can you say they kidnap you? That insecurity in our land is this, is that. So I'm going to share that with you. But before then, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and make sure you like the video. Share it to any platform of your choice. Let us touchlight on this because I believe it's something that you yourself need to hear. I will start by bringing to you this video. This video is from Emeka Gift, a man called Emeka Gift. He's normally he specialized on X. Today he now have a YouTube platform, and he posted this video there. I want you to notice something, but let me play it first before I now ask you what do you notice, or I will not tell you what I believe you yourself have noticed from this video he made. And that is this. Pay attention. Let's start.
Remove sentiment and emotion. Let us engage in rational discussion.
Remove sentiment and emotion. Let us engage in rational, thinking.
Are you suggesting that because Fulani or unidentified gunmen kidnapped someone in Enugu, Imo, Anambra, Ebonyi, etc., it is appropriate for me to publicly raise alarm on social?
Now, he is trying to question Okulora for saying that he was kidnapped and he was detained and all that. He said the kidnapping. So, kidnapped someone in Enugu, Imo, Anambra, and Ebonyi, etc. Gunmen Okulora claimed kidnapped him. Now, he's trying to say, if for you to criticize the community that you went to visit somebody in Imo State and say that this community, people should be careful of going to that community, does it mean that government kidnap people all over the place in the Southeast, that we cannot say, okay, please don't come to Southeast? Because they kidnap people even in Abuja, in Kano, in Lagos. Kidnapping is happening everywhere. That is insecurity. It's a national problem. So this guy knew that it's a national problem, but he was picking on PM. Anytime they want to talk about the insecurity going on in the land, they will tell the first person they will mention is Simon Ekpa. The question is why? Why and what has changed? What has changed? What is that thing that they know that others don't know? Are you getting my point? What is exactly that thing they know now that others don't know? Because it seems to me that it's all about making sure that PM is out from the picture. Nobody know him. Nobody talk about him anymore. So now he realized that it's not about PM because they have succeeded in taking him out. I may not play all this video, but I just want to pick the point. Now watch.
Media, radio, and inform people to stop traveling to these states or areas for any reason. These gunmen Okwuluora claimed kidnapped him. Were they truly kidnappers? According to Okwuluora, these alleged kidnappers have a camp located just 2 minutes from a military and police checkpoint. Who are the individuals Okwuluora identified as kidnappers? The modus operandi of most kidnappers is that if they abduct you, they either kill you or they hold you hostage and demand ransom from your family or relatives. Yet, these individuals he described as kidnappers, who he claimed have a camp 2 minutes away from military and police checkpoints, kidnapped him and then released him unharmed.
This is not the first time people that came out from kidnapping tent are saying the same thing. Okay, because they always tell you that few posts away from military checkpoint, that is where the kidnapping happened, and where they, how they get hold of them and all that, where they are being captured a few posts away to military checkpoint or police checkpoint. So he's here trying to exonerate the kidnappers and blame Okwuluora. I don't know Okwuluora, and whatever Okwuluora said is, between him and his God. But so my question is, if this guy can detail this way, why was it that all the posts that he made previously is all about PM, Simon Ekpa people? Even today, they're still blaming Simon Ekpa. Now, after they get hold of PM, is PM now, has this security stopped? Like, our land is now moving freely, everything is okay. Watch.
Are they truly kidnappers? Only Okwuluora can provide an answer to this question, as he is the one who raised the alarm. If they are indeed kidnappers, why are the military and police not taking action against them?
Look at the question somebody who is supporting freedom is asking. If they're totally kidnappers, why is it that military and police are not taking action? Should we tell him? I don't think so. Listen.
They release Okwuluora without demanding a ransom, as is typical of kidnappers. Okwuluora mentioned that the level of arms he observed in their camp was unprecedented, even compared to any military barracks he has seen. Yet, these so-called kidnappers are situated just 2 minutes from military and police checkpoints. Do not argue that Okwuluora is well known, as I have witnessed kidnappers abduct bishops, Catholic priests, and pastors in Nigeria. I would not have any issue with Okwuluora if he had recounted his experience without attempting to tarnish the reputations of Orlu, Njaba, and Umuaka.
Okay, he finally landed to the point that I made. So he said he don't have any issue. He wouldn't have had any issue with Okwuluora if Okwuluora did not pick on Orlu Njaba. That's a town that Okwuluora visited. That his problem is because how can you have this thing? How can you say this thing, trying to, rule the reputation of the community that you visited simply because you faced kidnappers and all that? If you're not a victim, you're not a victim. So I don't blame if Okwuluora was kidnapped. I cannot blame him because you don't know the trauma, you don't know the agreement, you don't know what he went through. That's number one. Number two, you should condemn the kidnappers first before blaming Okwuluora. I think that's the best way to go. But since these people who claim they know the source of the insecurity in our land, like him, have used his platform to label every crime going on in entire Nigeria to PM, he cannot come out and exonerate the kidnappers to blame somebody, the victim. That is called for question. But we are not here for that, though. So I'm not going to continue playing this. I just wanted to know that those who claim they know the source of the insecurity are now, they're now searching for source of the insecurity. So how can you do that? Like we all know, the problem of Nigeria is not only insecurity. Corruption is eating everybody down. And just take a look at this video. Let me share this with you. I may not play the time. Sorry about it. Hold on. This is a Fulani herdsman operating in Southwest. Okay? Watch. So that you understand it's not only peculiar to one region. The question, look at them. This is somebody's farmland. The question is PM also the cause of this one? Is it the reason why Fulanis are, uprooting this cassava and feed it to their cow publicly in a broad daylight? It's not something that, in a broad daylight, it's not something that you can say it happened at night and somebody is filming this. Who is filming it? Of course, one of the Fulanis. It's not as if this footage is CCTV. It is from Fulani people direct, showing you how their cow is enjoying people's cassava. This happened in Southwest, like I told you. That's why you can hear the song, the music, the background music. Oh, this is Northerners. It's not Southwest, my people. This is Northerners. I don't know the location in Nigeria where this happened. It could be Southeast or South or Southwest. I don't know. But because the music there is Northern song, Fulani or Hausa song. This is Hausa music. So that is it. Telling you that we have done this, and it's on TikTok. Nobody has been tracked down. Nobody has been arrested. This is not one, not two. Nobody bothered about it before. Nobody bothered about it anymore because it's not a culture in Igbo land that in Nigeria, in Nigeria, if you have a farm land and they went there to do this kind of thing, it is normal. So it's not only peculiar to one tribe, but when they were trying to get hold of PM Simon Ekpa, everybody is talking about it, even in the Senate, in all the mainstream media in Nigeria. They were looking for a way to bring that. Why? Because he's an Igbo. And people like Emeka Gift, they are sharing it, they are happy, they are okay with it. I told you something. I'm coming back to Emeka Gift. Speaking of corruption and what is going on in Nigeria, the NAFDAC and, when they buy Dorakwere, because of what? Fake, food item, fake importation of expired goods, a lot of corruption, people in the system and all that. Just like what happened to the fish guy that been paid by an armed group in Anambra. After kidnapping him, he paid ransom and ended up really they forgot some bullet in his leg because of the platform. They have to take precaution in what you said. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that died, the guy that had fish pond and all that trying to help masses by reducing the price of the fish, dried fish and rest of them. That guy was fired for nothing. And very dark man is now in Anambra protesting about it with some Anambarians, which is very, very good. Now, that incident of that guy, what happened? Because this is the Igbo people as well that make sure they get rid of him. Is it because of Samonepa? Are there also Samonepa's boys? I'm just saying. Speaking of insecurity, a lady cried out on a viral video, that noodles, this lady, the noodles he purchased, it is boldly written there, warning about Oya. Noodles that guy in area guy Oya no get it like him Oya never from Oya the people that CA in Oya Nekumakia. Oya over in Georgia. But Oya na boy ya or that's no ya gaga Oya gaga kuchuko kadam. And the Lydian and the Najon Imoya Nekumakia. Oya the Globicata, Oya can Nekumakia. Makandia in the usual platform. So this product, August in a video, is written boldly from Korea. Now we're going to Nini India, Nega with a daughter. Now that get a family, nothing. In fact, let me not say much. Hear it from the lady, so it's not gonna be me telling you to watch. Wait. You can also read. It's a risk of cancer. So you already know. You know joy and an. Okwa ne mara go kwa ife there again. Ujira ka go ife there ba. Ko ha people no mo a go ife there risk of cancer and reproductive nkwasa. So in my find the come again I guess. Mana mmadụ bubatara ndị a mmadụ bubatara ya ọkwa na ghọta ịmasị gị na ị na-emebiri mmadụ ngwa afịa na ife ọ na-ele ama ma ha na ebe anyị na-alụ adat but ịmata gị gbọta gị ebe okwu m na-aga gị nwa na-esu agba mmadụ akwụkwọ n'ụlọ ikpe na n'okwu maka ndị a ke maka wọtọf agbakwana gị akwụkwọ na ị na-emebi anụ arụ mmadụ ime arụ mmadụ. Anyway,
you see that? Unfortunately, if you're in Nigeria, they will never tell you the truth. They will never tell you the truth. And if anybody come out to tell you the truth, they will threaten the person, they will arrest the person, they will jail the person. They will never tell you the truth. Look at these ones. They put warning. It's noodles. They put their own warning. If you like, continue consuming. Yes, they paid so person to tarnish so company. They paid. NAFDAC said. Nigeria will never tell you the truth. Which agency do you have? Which government do you have? Do you have a government that wants you to be alive? They will never tell you the truth. Continue. GMO is everywhere now. We're not even talking about GMO anymore because it's everywhere. I saw the bill that House of Senate, the bill they passed. Yes, they will come right before all our faces and tell you that they don't accept. They accepted it since how many years ago? They must pass that bill. As long as we are Nigeria here, they are going to pass the bill. GMO, a bill to take away organic seed from our farmers and enforce them to be planting GMO. You don't get government. You don't have leaders in Nigeria. You don't have.
So that is warning. That is the warning that we are talking about. And it is not only on this, so many other things. Before we end this video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Very, very important. We do come live here often. So be a family, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything to do that. I said something before that before we end this video that I would like to ask you a question. Did you notice something about a Mega Gift YouTube channel? Because I was actually expecting him to broadcast with his voice. First thing first, he's hiding his image, his picture. Now he's hiding his voice. Anybody that is doing that is doing that deliberately. They know that they're not in for anything good. That's why they're hiding themselves from day one. Do you understand? People like us that are, you can see me, you know my voice and all that. You don't support in any way. Your own is just to watch and go. Even to like the video, to subscribe, we don't want. But the Mega Gift is there. Dishing out lies, hiding, and you are clapping and supporting. It's na just tell me, is this voice a Mega Gift voice? Listen.
According to Aqua Luora, these alleged kidnappers have a camp located just 2 minutes from a military and police checkpoint.
Even to pronounce Okulora, and you watch it and you're contented. I don't want to stress myself. You know yourself. Just do the needful. The platform is yours. If you support, if you want to belong, you belong. If you don't want, no problem. But I can only do my best by informing you the truth. So like the video and subscribe to the channel. Support us in any way you can. The page, don't ask me how to support. So some of you, man, is sending me an account. Here, you know, there's what is called text and super chat. You can do that. I must not be live before you do that. So do what you can and support in any shape or form. God bless you and see you again. Bye bye. Take care.